and welcome to my, I don't know how manyth video this is. How many manga videos have I made for Attack on Titan? Let's just quickly check playlists. 30. Looks like I have 30 Attack on Titan manga read-alongs, but actually I think there's 31 because I haven't posted this one. So this will be my 32nd Attack on Titan manga read-along, and we are going to be reading chapter 93, 4, and 5. And if you are curious, you can go check my schedule, because this is more or less, I have to stick to the schedule if I want to finish in time for Attack on Titan starting on the 3rd of March. It will begin. I'm very excited, but also nervous and a little bit disappointed that it airs on my birthday, one of the episodes. But we're going to manage. We're going to manage. Maybe what I can do is I can do a stream the day before, like the Thursday, you know? That I could do that. We can stream the day before. And then at midnight, woo, birthday, goodbye. See you for Attack on Titan tomorrow night. You know, something like that. Your week. Sorry. Okay. Chapter 93 is called Midnight Train. Let's go. Sotos, I am not 100% not going to be able to focus on my birthday if I know the new Attack on Titan episode is out. The new Attack on Titan episode is out. I'm not going to be able to focus on my birthday. Fuck my birthday. Fuck 30. Attack on Titan is out. That's going to be my brain on that day. I think I should change my new birth date is 25 March, people. I was always born on 25 March. I just lied to you for no reason about my birth date. Rohit, thank you for the sub. And once again, thank you to Sotos for the gift. Oh, and you subbed 16 months in a row. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Okay, I'll stop. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to psych myself up for this read-along, okay? Chapter 93, Midnight Train. No, I don't want to be hungover the day after. We spent 4 years embroiled in a war over the peninsula's autonomy. Oh, that's what the war was about. The peninsula. What is the peninsula? What is the peninsula? A piece of land almost surrounded by water or projecting out into a body of water. Is that paradis? But anyway, no, I don't know. Maybe it's a different peninsula that they were fighting over with, like it was Marley versus someone else that was fighting over I took the midnight train going any. I actually love that song. But then the enemy battleships and 2 of our main battle titans ended up in a sudden disgraceful brawl. The only reason you were somehow able to sink the Allied fleet was because the armor selflessly put himself in harm's way, Zeke. Human intelligence has at last reached a point where it is able to crush Marley's armor into dust. That is how all the other countries are reporting it, extolling the Mid-East Allied forces. So, do you think you could call this a victory for the great nation of Marley? Whoosh! That was me throwing down my newspaper. Magath, how do you explain this? General, sir, the time has come at last, the moment when humanity surpasses the power of the Titans. Firstly, the majority of this war was fought through naval engagements, leaving no place for our Titan forces to intervene. If you were to simply compare our naval capabilities, the Allied forces had advanced and powerful battleships. The Allied forces had advanced and powerful battleships, while ours were outdated, relying on the strength of their hulls. So, our navy is like an unruly mob, and that's why we're in our current situation. Is that what you're saying? I believe the fundamental issue is something else. It's that the power of the Titans made us complacent, and our chickens have come to roost. That's all there is to it. While we were putting all our faith in the power of the Titans and pursuing our colonial policies, other countries who could never depend on the Titans developed weapons to oppose them. Our situation today is the result. All our faith in the power of Titans and pursuing colonial policies, while we were doing that, other countries who could never depend on Titans developed weapons to oppose the Titans. So we were focused on Titans, they were focused on weapons that could overcome Titans. Our situation today is the result of that. Still, our Titan forces should remain unrivaled in ground engagements for the time being. But if aircraft development continues at this pace, it is said that bombs, hundreds of kilograms in size, will come raining down on us someday. See, this is the thing that I think some people don't understand. You can't say to Eldians, well, people are always going to want to fight you or use you as weapons, so you have to die. Because you will never stop with that. There will always be people that fight. There will always be weapons. There will always be someone to blame, someone to be angry at. And if they just have to die, always, like, oh, well, everyone's mad at you, so just die. If that's the solution, are you stupid? Because, I apologize, I don't mean to call anyone stupid, but there's always going to be an enemy. There's always going to be someone to be angry at. And if you expect them to just roll over and die, even when they did nothing wrong, what are you saying is life? What are you saying is anything? That doesn't make sense to me. How can you want to live in a society and think like that? Go to the jungle. Be a jungle animal and then be strong and then kill whoever you want. And then that's just how you live. But in a society, you cannot just tell people they have to die because the vast majority of people are angry at them or scared of them. Like, no, fuck that bullshit. That's not how... No. I don't know what shouldn't work that way, but things just shouldn't work that way. That doesn't make sense. At least not to me, because in that society, I don't want to live in that society, because that's not a safe society to live in. Because when you're angry at someone and you create a void, we're people. There's always going to be a next enemy, a next person to be angry at. You cannot make a rule that whoever I'm angry at, whoever I'm scared of has to die. It's just not... Okay. Sorry. Exactly. It's too naive. To think war and fear of others will disappear if all Eldians die. It's just going to shift to the next thing. When that day comes, the skies will become the main stage on which wars are fought, and Titans, the devils who rule the earth, will only be able to look up and watch. What if you make giant planes and Titans can fly? I'm joking. We don't have any Titans with wings, do we? Not yet. General, I am saying that we can no longer rely on the Titans. Yes. We'll soon lose our global military dominance. No, it's worse. We've already fallen behind. Once we were Marley, a nation of heroes who defeated the Eldian devils. But now, look at what we've become. Excuse me, you defeated the Eldian devils with the help of so-called Eldian devils? But sure, let's leave out that last important part. I'm sorry, General, but may I be so bold as to offer my advice? Ah, Zeke, the boy wonder. Go ahead. Now, more than ever, is the time for us to resume the Paradis Island operation and retake the founding Titan as soon as possible. Were you listening to a word we said? Marley has no future if we continue to rely on the power of the Titans. Yes, you're exactly right, Commander. Going forward, Marley must focus. See, they're already moving towards a world where being a Titan isn't even scary anymore because the weapons surpass the Titans. Now you want to tell Eldians just because they can be forced to turn into a mindless Titan, something no one would choose, just because back then people were scared of them, they have to die forever because people were once scared of them. But we're already moving towards a world in which it doesn't even matter that you might be able to be forced to turn into a Titan, but it doesn't matter because the world has technology that can defeat you. So you're not scary. But no, die. Die because you did nothing wrong, but I fear you. Doesn't make sense. Okay, I guess it makes sense if you're a pussy with zero, moral compass. But to me, it doesn't make sense. Or at least I don't want to live in a world where that is okay to propose. Sorry, I shouldn't have said pussy. I was thinking about the Puss in Boots movie that is so good. Everyone is talking about it. I haven't seen it. Yes, you're exactly right, Commander. Going forward, Marley must focus its efforts on the development of conventional weapons. But does that mean we plan to defer meekly to enemy nations until we reach an adequate level of scientific progress? What we need now is time to fill the void. A reorganization of our army will create. What we need now is time to fill the void a reorganization of our army will create. And what that calls for is a headline in every newspaper as soon as possible saying that Marley has occupied Paradis and has the power of all the Titans in our hands. I remind you, you have less than a year left in your term. Yes, and I am very anxious about whether or not Colt can inherit the full powers of my beast. My beast. Sorry, but it sounds like polishing his weapon, you know. I see. So you want to use the last year of your life to get revenge for what happened years ago. Precisely. The only one who ought to bring an end to that despicable prodigy Grisha Jaeger is me, his former son. That's not how that works. You are still his son. Or is it because he's dead that you can say former son? But I mean, I don't think that changes. Even if you hate him, but okay. Maybe it's because he's dead. So it's like my belated father, his former son. I don't know. Yes, ever the boy wonder. I've never once doubted the loyalty you displayed by selling out your own parents as a child. I will take your advice and raise it as a point of discussion during our party talks. I'm sorry, Colt. I used you as a pretext. Oh no, that was incredible. An Eldian having his opinion heard by a Marleyan general. It's an honor to have played any part in that. Shame. And also, what you said is the truth. I wouldn't be able to replace the current Beast Titan. You're special, Mr. Zeke. Especially stupid. Sorry, no one. I won't call names. I won't call people names. I didn't say, but Zeke is fictional. Stupid. I can call it a fictional person stupid. The problem is people take personal offense at that. They're like, well, I think like Zeke, so are you calling me stupid? I didn't. But if you take offense at that, I feel like you think you're stupid. Our comrades who have been given your spinal fluid are able to turn into titans by your roar, and they listen to your commands. They can even move at night, so long as the moon is out. No other beast in history could do that. It reminds me of the legends about the founding titan. Why is it that you're so special, Zeke-san? It's not as if you have royal blood in your veins. So, oh yeah, because no one knows about that. So, the Titan Society seems to be out of ideas too. We'll probably never know until the day I die. Oh, but Colt, you'll be inheriting my memories. You just might find out about my secret. Your secret? About the way I wipe my ass. It's special. It's too late. You're telling me everything. A full report, down to the number of hairs on your ass. Are you trying to say Eldians need privacy? Commander! No, sir, not one bit. Sorry to interrupt your confidential talks. Don't mind me. Keep going. Are you that interested in Eldian asses? You did a pretty good job there in that meeting, Zeke. I've watched you for more than 20 years now, but you're still as enigmatic as ever. Oh, please, Commander, you flatter me. So you're saying you can take Paradis down in a year? I'm saying I only have a year left. 3 years, and not a single search fleet we've sent to Paradis has come back. In 3 years, 32 ships, including destroyers, have disappeared there. 32 ships, including destroyers. Zeke, what do you make of that? I believe that the forces on Paradis possess 4 titans. The founding titan, the Colossus titan, the female titan, and the attack titan. Look at Bertolt's nose. That is Bertolt's nose right there. Because he doesn't know Armin inherited that. It's likely that the founding titan and the attack titans both dwell inside of Eren Yeager. But the Colossus and the female titan are still unknowns. If both had died, then babies with their powers should have been born. But no such children have been discovered here on the continent. That creates the possibility that 4 titans are being used on the island of Paradis. Well, I mean, one of those titans have got quite the ass, so I don't blame him. You mean Annie, right? Because, Attack Titan's ass is also kind of... That creates the possibility that 4 titans are being used on the island of Paradis. So they're passing down their titans. Reiner's report made it sound like he couldn't confirm whether those islanders had the knowledge they'd need. Did Reiner say he saw every inch of that island? I'm saying that's a possibility. That's all. This all started 22 years ago when the Owl, a surviving member of the Revolutionary Army, snuck the attack titan and Grisha Yeager onto that island. and now the glowing embers they scattered seemed to have set the whole island ablaze. The Fritz family had changed its name to Race and made a commitment to non-resistance, but then their king was eaten by the attack titan, taking everything from him, including the knowledge of how to pass down a titan. Here's my opinion, Commander. They were able to sink 32 Navy ships. Not a single one could get away. It's hard to believe a single Titan could do that. There must have been at least 2, including Eren Yeager, blocking the way of the survey ships. Dun dun dun. This part of my hair is bothering me because this part is curled nicely, but then this is like, what are you doing? I think I have to curl it from higher up, but that takes so much more effort. I agree. Attacking the island will require battleship support. Yes, and we should not forget the Titans are not the only threat. They have forces. They have a force of flying freaks who wear strange contraptions and arm themselves with swords and bombs in both hands. Weapons designed for the sole purpose of killing Titans. I failed because I underestimated those weapons. They also possess a bloodline once thought to exist only in legends, told by the royal family. The Ackerman clan, byproducts of Titan science. Oh, Titan science? At least 2 members seem to be there. To be frank, I never want to meet them again. You'll meet them again! Oh, Rhino. So we see Levi, Mikasa, Colossus, and then awaking a moment. It sounded like you were having a nice dream. So I decided not to wake you up. I still haven't given you my thanks for earlier. Blah, blah, blah. I went like this. Sorry. I tried to stifle it like, you don't have to yawn. You don't. But then I yawned. It's fine. I can do this. I can do this. I'm fresh. I'm awake. Galliard, I owe you one. No, you don't. It wasn't you who I saved. I just saved my motherland of Marley from losing the armor as a result of you screwing up. Anyway, none of this ever would have happened if they chose me for the Paradis operation 9 years ago and let me inherit the armor. My brother never would have protected you before getting himself eaten by a random Titan. Could you see Marcel's memories? No, I haven't gotten to see you run off and abandon him yet, unfortunately. But I was able to understand a bit about my predecessor, that woman named Ymir. A pathetic woman who'd been given a grand name. She volunteered to give back Marcel's jaw, didn't she? Yes, she did. So, what did you even do on that island? You just got rescued by one person after the next. Yeah. I saw through her memories. What was with you? You were acting like you were some kind of strong, reliable figure. It was almost like you were trying to imitate Marcel. So the whole split personality thing wasn't just about guilt from killing people, like, and not understanding, like, oh, they're not devils. It was actually also about feeling guilty about Marcel's death. Oh. So it kind of served 2 purposes. You're exactly right, Galliard. Everything you're saying is exactly right. Huh? Poku. Poku? Who said poku? You shouldn't be bullying someone who just took artillery fire. Didn't I tell you not to call me by that name, Pick? Oh, she calls him Pok. Pick and the Pok. Phew, are you okay? It's been 2 months since the last time I turned back into a human. I forget how to walk on 2 legs every time this happens. Anyway, Rhino, if you're able to get up and move around already, you ought to show your face to Gabi and the others. They were really worried about you. Someone's at the door. Hi. I'm sorry. There was a gecko, and Toshi was, chasing it, and its tail was already off, so, he's been chased for a while, and I panicked. But Hanku caught him because he hid under the door. I chased Toshi away. And I feel bad because, she doesn't know what's going on. And then he hid under the door, so... It wasn't dinner. She doesn't eat the geckos. They just kill them. I thought Toshi was at the door because I heard her meowing, but she was meowing at the gecko, so... But he was alive. He just lost his tail. But he's okay now. Anyway, Rhino. Something, something, something. Gabi and the others. I think I will. Easy does it. I'm tired. It feels like I haven't seen you in forever. What? We were together the whole time on the battlefield. Well, at least you'll be able to rest for a while. I hope so. Then we are here with Gabi and the Falco and the Udo and I forget her name. Hey, if Titans end up being useless in war, what's going to happen to us in the warrior unit? What's going to happen to the Eldians? My neighbor told me something. He said the sea is salty because he used to pee in it all the time. Huh? Who? Yeah, I'm glad the tail will grow back and I hope the gecko will be fine. Unless a bird eats him or something, but that's not, I cannot stop that. Sophia, thank you, thank you. It's Mr. Brown, he'll be fine. He survived getting his head blown off. It sounds like everything but his head got messed up this time. But they say he already recovered. I know. What is that? They must be transporting traumatized enemy soldiers. My guess is those soldiers survived being attacked by pure Titans. And once they go back to their country, they'll be used as mascots to show the whole world how inhumane Titan weaponry is. Only putting us Eldians in an even worse position. People of the world, let us kill the subjects of Ymir. Damn it! Damn it! Come on, Udo. Don't hit town property. Raina! La la la! But I mean, think about it. Basically, the world is a very, very, very big place, and they don't have the internet, you know? So it's not like everyone gets that propaganda shoved down their throats. And even when they do, it's not like every single person falls for propaganda in the first place, even if the majority does. But you can't judge every single individual by how the majority seems to think. Is it okay for you to walk already? Yep. What about all of you? Everyone all right? Gabi? Udo? Zofia? I'm fine. Falco? Hello. He head pats everyone, but Falco is kind of, I guess, on the side. Hey, did you hear? We get to go back to the headquarters in Liberio. Gabi, my ears. I can't help it. We finally get to go home. Let's walk around town until then. Hey, we don't get many chances like this. Shouldn't you get back to bed instead, Mr. Brown? I'm okay. Don't worry. Maybe you should be the one going back to bed, Falco. I'm going too. Wait, Gabi, Commander Magath said kids can't go there. But I saw the commander going here before. Wait. Oh, sorry, Toshi. Your gecko is gone. I'm sorry. Sorry, my Leafy. She's walking around looking for her gecko. Oh, shame. I feel so bad, you know, because she doesn't know or understand. But I don't. If I see a gecko suffering, I don't want to like be like, oh, whatever, and then let it die. It's not like I'm gonna punish her if she kills one, but if I know one is suffering, I don't want it to die. Oh, but she's like walking around. Meow. Meow. As if it's gonna be like, oh, hi, here I am. You found me. Okay. So he sees Gabi and Udo, Falco, Zofia, and he imagines seeing Marcel, Bertolt, Who's that? Oh, Puck. Porco, Galliard, and Annie. Wait. Huh? You aren't old enough to be going to that store. Ah, this way. And there is a figure. A certain figure standing in the corner of the panel. I hope every one of you saw just how heroic Gabi, the Eldian goddess, was. She went alone in the place of 800 of our comrades with nothing but a cluster of grenades. You're drunk, Colt. Come on. She faced off against the armored train and stood her ground. What? I don't understand. Why do the same people who love Eren hate Gabi? Because I remember not, loving her at first because it is, but it's against, like, it's not, what she did was bad, but she's a kid, so, it's like you should blame her parents, not her. But she's a brainwashed fucking kid with brainwashed fucking parents, so. But anyway, so I can understand that people not, but Eren's fans are the ones that are like, you should do anything to survive. All's fair in love and war, or in war. If they want you to die, you should kill all of them, even the ones that have nothing to do with it. Like, isn't that what Gabi is like? She's just a mini Eren from the other side. All Eren fans should be Gabi fans. Why'd you do something that's stupid? You big stupid dummy. Do any of you understand it, my comrades? Do you know who this idiot risked her life for? Well, I know. She did it for the sake of none other than you Eldian warriors. But actually, she did it so that she could become a big titan. Like, she wanted to stand out, I think. So that she could save her family. Because they would get, like, special treatment, I guess, as her family if she was a shifter. But partly, yes, I guess it also has to do with saving 800 people. With the difference that Gabi only killed soldiers from the other side. Meanwhile, Eren... ... I bet all the hate is because she's a woman and she's not in her kitchen. Yeah, unlike Eren, where he's exactly where he belongs, on the battlefield, killing everyone. All the people that are rooting for Eren believe they would have been on his side. They would have been flush. That's what they believe. I think. I can't imagine that they've thought about, because there are other people in this world besides Eldians who are discriminated against. Definitely, 100%. They're somewhere in the world and... but okay, that's not... Commander, should we shut them up? Let's look the other way. Give them this one night. Gabi! 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 Thank you! With tears in her eyes. I mean, imagine being like this little soldier and being hyped up this much for something. Imagine, I don't think any of us can really fathom what it's like to be fucking 10 and to be in a war with grown-ups, with bombs going off and bodies flying around you. I don't think any of us can imagine that. It's very crazy for me to think about. Looks like she's up there yet again. They need to stop giving my brother drinks. And Gabi gets carried away so easily too. Yeah, because you're an exception. You're a special kid with a good head on your shoulders. But she's just like most other fucking 10-year-olds. Give them a compliment, they get carried away. Still, it does seem like Gabi will be the one to inherit the armor. That's right. You only have 2 years left in your term. If everything keeps going this way and that girl who idolizes you over there ends up inheriting the armor, Gabi will live to be 27. That is, if an artillery shell doesn't take her down first. Is that fine with you? Excuse me, what did you just say? Inheriting one of the 9 titans is an honor. Did you just speak ill of it? I will have to report this to the unit at once. Huh? Even if I didn't, anyone who heard that would inform on you without a second thought. And then, Colt won't just have his right to inherit the beast stripped from him. You, along with your relatives, will join the ranks of the Titan weaponry. The next Titans to be dropped out of the plane will be you and the rest of the treasonous Grice family. Wait, please, allow me to correct myself. I, warrior candidate Falco Grice, devote all the blood that will ever run through me to Marley so that I, along with my family, can be freed of Ymir's wicked blood. Okay, then what do you think about the honor of inheriting one of the 9 Titans? To inherit one of the 9 Titans is to be given the right to fully display one's loyalty to our motherland of Marley through the distinction and pride of being an honorary Marleyan. Do you want to inherit the armored Titan? I will inherit the armored Titan. That's right. The only way you'll be able to protect Gabi is if you surpass her. Huh? What? You are going to rescue Gabi from the dark, dark future we face. Wow, that's a great scene. Because he's talking like candidly to him. But in actual fact, Reiner is right. If someone heard that, that is really what will happen to him and his family. And that's a horrible thing to know. We made it back alive! Our beloved hometown! Oh, she comes out of there with like a fucking high kick. Liberio! Chapter 94, The Boy Inside the Walls. We're home! Gabi, please, I told you not to yell. And I've told you not to drink so much, lightweight. Who let you have liquor, Colt? Colt looked like he wanted some. So it was Pick. She is entertained by drunk Colt, I guess. And he played right into your hands, Pick. I can't believe he actually vomited all over the train. We really should have shut them up last night. Quiet now. Deputy Chief Brown. 4 years ago, he took full responsibility for the failed Paradis Island operation and nearly had the armor taken from him. But he proved his allegiance to Marley by risking his life in one successful battle after the next. Now no one calls for him to be stripped of the armor. Yes, he's always showed more loyalty to Marley than any other warrior. That is who Deputy Chief Reiner Brown is. Reiner looks at him, he looks at Reiner, he looks away. But what was with him last night? He wants me to save Gabi? Gabi? How long did that first chapter take? 44 minutes. Or 40, it's 44. The video is 45 minutes long now. But what was with him last night? He wants me to save Gabi? Why would he tell that to someone like me? He would have been in danger if anyone heard him say those words. But if Mr. Brown thinks the same thing that I do, if he wants to free the Eldians from this war, what are you planning? You keep glancing over at me. It's annoying. What is it? I'm reporting this to the unit as a possible sign of rebellion. Huh? Hey, whose fault do you think this... Huh? Whose fault is it? It's yours, Gabi. Just look at what you've done to him. I didn't do a thing. What are you even talking about? Can I believe him? So what? Are they basically saying like she's making him blush and stuff? Wait, what is this? Is he bending over? Does he have... What is happening? Okay. So here they are walking in the streets of Liberio, everyone kind of grimacing at them. And everyone can kind of feel that grimace. Oh wait, this isn't in Liberio yet. This isn't in the Eldian zone. This is the other zone. And everyone's kind of feeling the stares of the people, but Gabi is just like, I'm going home. She's so cute, shame. Crazy little bitch. And there they are, all waiting. Families hugging each other. Galliard, the pig. Grandpa. Grandma. He was looking at the Gabi. Yeah. He was actually looking over at Reiner, and she thought he was looking over just at her. So then she got close to him and asked, what are you plotting? And he said, huh? Hey, whose fault do you think this? And then he says, and then everyone laughs and says, look what you've done to him. What did she do? That's what I'm asking. Okay, anyway. So Zeke sees his grandfather and his grandmother. I'm home. Zeke, you've done such a wonderful job. No, I'm not done yet. Colt, Volko, both of you, I'm so glad you're safe and... Colt! What's wrong, Colt? You look pale. Oh, there they are. Mom, Dad. And then they are happy to see her and they say, Gabi, did you hear? They said you did an amazing job fighting for Eldia. Yeah, it was a little dangerous though, but your bravery saved many lives. We're so proud to have you as a daughter. They're all assuming that he likes her, which is true. Yes, because he's blushing, I guess. And that, so they're assuming that he was staring at her and now he's blushing and like embarrassed. And she kind of like outed him and they're all laughing at that, but she doesn't understand. I'm sure you'll grow up to become the greatest warrior of all. Yes, I'll try. And then Reiner, his mother, is there. You must be tired. Come home and rest. I think I'll do that. Aunt Karina! Gabi, we're going to celebrate at home today. Hooray! Come on, this way. Ugh, can't you even walk straight? We see who's there. Are those injured soldiers, Mr. Kozlow? Stay out of my way, brat. These are Eldians who have suffered psychological trauma. They have no one to care for them, so they're going to be treated at this hospital. Even in this country? That's what happens when you spend too long digging trenches. You live long enough with bombs and bullets whizzing by like whew, kaboom! Ah! And then a certain dark-haired character falls over. Come on, Kozlo, knock it off. I'll catch up with you. Look at that strategically placed speech bubble. What do you mean? What strategically placed? There's no strategically placed speech bubble. They're normally placed speech bubbles. Are you okay? Please calm down. Your armband is on the wrong arm. It's okay. I'm sure you'll get better. You don't have to fight any longer. Man, I'm so curious. If I was reading this live when it came out weekly, would I have even noticed? Because I'm sure everyone probably noticed. So I'm sure even if I didn't notice, I would have been spoiled. But I wonder on my first read along, would I have noticed? Because I mean, Aaron looked vastly different. But I just wonder. And then I fell straight to the ground. The enemies in the pillbox hesitated to shoot a girl, just like I thought. But there was still no telling. They could have shot me to death at any moment. That's when I waited for the armor titan to come. And then I saw my one chance. Threw the bombs and kaboom! Wow! Right on target. The armored train, not titan, derailed and flipped over. My big plan was a success. I don't think most people noticed when this came out. It feels so obvious now, but back then, I mean, like I said, he looks so different. And it was obviously hidden and blah, blah, blah. But then, as I ran away, the enemy soldier started shooting at me with a machine gun. I ran toward the hole as fast as I could, and just as I was about to eat lead, Mr. Galliard protected me with the Jaw Titan and saved me. That's incredible, Gabi. You're the savior of Eldia. Reiner, do you think Gabi can become a warrior? But the experience I have with you noticing stuff, I think you would have used your katakuri power. You know, it's always 50-50. Sometimes I notice small things and sometimes big things. And now we'll never know. That's why I want to catch up with One Piece. I want to read live. Yes, and considering what happened this time, it's all but certain that Gabi will be allowed to inherit the armored titan. I'm glad to hear that. For one family to be blessed with 2 warriors is amazing. We're all proud that Marley has recognized the both of you. All that's left is to wipe out the damned devils who live on that island, and then all Eldians will be able to live good lives. It's okay, Aunt Karina. Us warriors will protect Eldians from those island devils. Don't worry. Thank you, Gabi. We may have won the war, but still, there's no telling when those island bastards are going to come destroy the world. Why do they believe this? I don't know, because the king said so, you know, something about a rumbling and fear and... Yes, you can't blame the rest of the world for fearing Eldians given the situation. Right, Reiner? Even you were just barely able to escape from those island devils. You, the armor of the Marleyan army, the greatest weapon in the world. Come on now, you shouldn't ask that. You know what happens on the island is need to know, even inside the military, right? Plus, it's hard on Reiner. You spent 5 years infiltrating that island, living among those brutal, cruel devils, right? Even if it wasn't classified, it would be hard to talk about what happened to him there. She has ginormous eyes, even for an anime character. But I just actually mean an Attack on Titan character. She has huge eyes. I just googled eyes symbolism in literature. They can represent omniscience and or a gateway into the soul. Other qualities that eyes are commonly associated with are intelligence, light, vigilance, moral conscience, and truth. But like, what about big eyes? Like huge eyes. The expressive power of human eyes make them perfect literary tool for character development in fiction writing. Eyes can let a reader in on a secret, signal intent, or offer clues to a character's mental state. So that's a good one right there. Clues to a character's mental state. She has like these huge, innocent, cute Bambi eyes. So it's like kind of contrasting with her actions, because she's this sweet, cute little girl that just wants to make her parents proud. But also she's the kind of girl that commits war crimes because of brainwashing and the wanting to save the Eldians, you know? Because that's, like I said, brainwashing. It's interesting. Interesting choice there. You are right. I'm sorry, my nephew. It was thoughtless of us. It's fine. There are some things I can say. I infiltrated the army on that island. It was true. Everyone there really was a devil. All of them cruel and barbarous. Barbarous. Barbara? What? Like the time during our induction ceremony that someone suddenly started eating a potato. When our instructor yelled at her, she answered without hesitation. She said she stole it because it looked tasty. But even that villain must have realized she was in a bad spot. So she tried to buy the instructor off with half the potato. Well, she said half, but she had the gall to offer him only a tiny piece. None of them know the meaning of the word compromise, you see. Yes, they were all hopeless. An idiot who went to the bathroom only to say he forgot what he went in there to do. An irresponsible jerk who only ever thought of himself. And a way too responsible jerk who only ever thought of others. Someone who only ever thought of revenge and those who followed him. And alongside all those different people stood us. The days I spent there were true hell. That fucking potato beast. Just a small piece of potato. The gall. Gal? Gall? And that jerk. Oh my god. Only ever thinking about other people. Ugh. The only one worse than him is the guy that forgot why he went to the bathroom. I like how he says it so matter-of-factly. But it's like these people's minds are so warped by brainwashing that he's saying this as if it's so bad. And he's saying it like they want to hear it, you know? But actually, I keep going in places in my house and forgetting what I was going there to do. It's common. Maybe for a 5-year-old, you only have so much brain space to remember things like, where did I put my toy car? Where did I put my shoes with the little heel so I look taller to people? Why did I come into this room again? I said a little too much. Forget I mentioned that. Different people? What do you mean? They were all bad, right? That's right, Gabi. Only devils live on that island. Devils who turned the world into hell and built their own utopia on top of a mountain of corpses. But we're different. We Eldians from the continent have devoted our lives as we atone for the unspeakable history we brought to Marley, because we are virtuous Eldians. See, here is a good example of why killing all Eldians will not solve anything. Because even Eldians from here will look at Eldians from here as devils, even though they are also Eldians. So they know that not all Eldians can be devils. But they're over there and we're over here, so we're good and they're bad. So even if there are no Eldians, the world would still find a next Eldia, you know? Because they're over there and we're over here. And they're the devils. For what reason? Oh, they can turn into monsters. Oh, they have different beliefs. Oh, they eat this and do that. There are people right now in the world that believe other people are heathens or devils or monsters or whatever, that believe they need to die. And it is ridiculous to reason that, oh yeah, because they're hated by, the majority of everyone here, we should be allowed to kill them because their lives are too sad. No, let's not adapt our morals to actually be fair. No, we win. We're more people than you and we hate you and we're scared of you, so you have to die. No, 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 no. I do not believe in that. And I can't understand. But I guess some people think of this very literally. They think of it purely as, if there in this world, if there were people that could turn into building high literal monsters, everyone would want them dead and they'd be too scary, so we should be allowed to kill them. They think of it in like a literal sense. But clearly the show, the conversations, the themes is set up from, it takes inspiration from real life. It's like that movie Inglourious Basterds, that in the first scene, it explains why can that guy hunt and kill Jewish people. It's because he sees them as rats. He doesn't see them as people. He doesn't see them as cute little squirrels. He sees them as rats. And that's what this story does too. It takes that introduction scene of Inglourious Basterds and makes the whole thing. Why do people kill each other? It's because we dehumanize each other. We see each other as monsters. And that's why World War II can happen. And that's why concentration camps happen. Because people don't see each other as people. And that's why it's important to have these conversations. And you can't just reduce it down, well, they're monsters, and so it just makes sense that everyone would want to kill them, and so they should die. Okay, that was yes, I'm sure that's the point he was making. He took all this time to craft this brilliant story and show us everything from the one side and then everything from the other side, because yes, there's no other choice. Everyone that we see as monsters, they are monsters, and we should kill them because that there is no other solution. Rats are actually really smart. I prefer seeing people are garbage. You're saying that the rats are smart and people aren't. There are more people that are garbage than rats that are garbage. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, that's not the point really. It's just, anyway, okay. But we are different. We Eldians from the continent have devoted our lives as we atone for the unspeakable history we brought to Marley, because we are virtuous Eldians. There's no telling when the islanders will use their powerful titans to launch an attack on the world and crush it underfoot with a rumbling. As the king said, we Eldians must be the ones who prevent them from doing that. So basically, they're taking responsibility for actions that they didn't do, actions of the past and potential future actions that have been used to create fear and weaponize. Or not weaponize, but remember, like remind people what they can do. We must punish the ones who left us here and escaped to that island, the ones who abandoned us. And then he thinks back about when he was sitting on his mother's lap and she always told him, we were abandoned. That's why we live in this walled ghetto. In the ghetto. In our veins flows the blood of devils who once did very bad things. If we're not caged up, we'll only bother everyone. That's why your father isn't here too, because your father is a Marleyan. It's very against the rules for a Marleyan to have a child with an Eldian. So this is a secret, okay? We can't be together with him because we're Eldians and we are descended from devils. If only you were born to a Marleyan. That's right. Back then, I wanted to become a warrior so I could become a Marleyan with my mother. Who told you to walk? Run, you filthy descendants of pigs! Or do you not want to become honorary Marleyans? What? Okay, so here was just the training of them and the choosing. Damn, wait! Marcel Galliard, you pass! Bertolt Hoover, you pass! Damn. Annie Leonhardt, impeccable, you pass! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Mom, I was chosen to be a warrior candidate! Oh, Reiner, that's amazing! Now we're only a step away from being honorary Marleyans. Yes, I promise I'll inherit one of the 9 titans. Just imagine that this story could have started here. Just think about how it would have been if it started here and then we got to see the other side later. It's so crazy to think that it could have started on either side with so many different characters, great characters, potential, MCs. But first we get that side with nothing from this side. So we get into that same mindset. And then it shows us this side. I don't know, but it was brilliant writing in my opinion. Did you guys know they say they'll be attacking Paradis in just a few more years? The time has come for us to inherit the Titans. Huh? The war with the South will be won soon, and the time for us to become warriors is approaching. So I've heard they'll be reorganizing the warrior unit as a part of the army's new structure. Out of us 7 warrior candidates, 6 will be made warriors all at once. I did it. Now I can become a Marleyan. Huh? You didn't do anything. You're obviously the weakest in the group. If one person's getting left behind, it's going to be you. What was that? What are you good at? Are you strong, smart, a good shot, a good fighter? You're none of those, are you? What they saw in you was the loyalty to Marley you displayed in the written tests, wasn't it? I respect you for that. You make sure to lick the captain's boots every single day. Yes, sir. I promise I'll kill all those island devils, sir. Don't you know who's on that island? Devils who brought fear to the entire world. It's only a matter of time until they start slaughtering again, unless we kill them. Are you insulting our mission? Or are you one of the remaining Eldian restorationists who support King Fritz? Admit it. I know it's true. I'll report you to the captain. Hey! What's the matter with you? Porco, stop! Anyone can complain about how much they hate the island. You stay here and take care of the place by yourself for 13 years. Damn it. Let's go. Sorry, Rhino. Come, as soon as he's done crying. Come as soon as he's done crying. I'm gonna catch another beating from Commander Magath if you're late. Stand up, Rhino. I can't wait. 13 years. I want to become a Marleyan and live together with my mom and my dad. What do you mean? I can't say. We don't know who's going to have to wait yet. Porco doesn't choose who inherits a Titan. The Marleyan army does. But he's right. I'm at the bottom of the group. Really? I think loyalty is important. Right? Don't you agree? Annie? Huh? What? I wasn't listening. She squashed a bug. I do remember times when I was a kid when I squashed ants. But I just felt like I don't want them to bite me. Squash, squash, squash. But like now, if I'm not gonna eat the ant, I'm not gonna squash the ant. You know what I'm saying? She was training on how she will squash Levi's friends. Come on, let's go. But are you okay with that? Huh? You'd only get to enjoy that life for 13 years, you know. But then I'd be a hero, right? If I can punish the devils on Paradis who strike fear into all of us, I'd be able to save the Eldian people. No, the whole world. And then I'd make my parents the proudest of all. I wish something would happen. There you are, Aaron. So while they were going through all of that, Aaron was sitting on his ass looking up at the sky. Sorry. Oh, that's the end of volume 23. Attack on School Casts. Not. Hey, Aaron, let's watch 21 Jump Street together. No way. Let's watch all of Twilight. Not interested. Don't follow me. What? Wait, Aaron. What's with them? You know you want to. You don't understand. This is the latest cleaning powder. It works. Just try it at home. You'll see. No, thank you. We're fine. We don't need anything, okay? Olu, this is your fault for panicking, for packing it in such a misleading way. Why can't you give it to them like a normal person? What were these, like the older kids? I thought the boss might remember the old days and come back to us. Fine. I know what they look like. His name's Eren. Eren. Okay, well, we have one more chapter to read, so I'm going to jump straight to it because it's already midnight. The chapters are long. Yeah, these in-between stuff are really weird, but I think he's kind of like just doing it for shits and giggles in between all the serious stuff, you know? Okay, here we go. Chapter 24. Episode 95. I mean, chapter 95 is called Liar. Liar, liar. Liar, liar, liar. Okay. Good morning, Captain Brown. Good morning. Hurrah for our warriors. Hello there, cute little warrior. We all have high hopes for you. Thank you. To HQ. On to the next war already? Seems that way. Business is booming. So, you made yourself useful the other day, kid. Come on, tell me about it. You didn't wet yourself, did you? Here, same as always, training at HQ. Psh, what's with her? I was convinced she'd want to tell us all about it. She was awfully quiet today. What's wrong, Gabi? You seem down. You're the one acting strange, Reiner. You're lying about something. Lying? What do you mean? I don't know what it's about, but Aunt Karina seems to have figured it out. She said that ever since you came back from the island alone, it's like you've been a different person. Auntie was really worried about you, you know. Well, her 12-year-old son came back a middle-aged man. Of course I worried her. That's true. Imagine you saw your son at 12 and then the next thing you know, he's freaking 17. You know how much change a kid goes through in 5 years? And then, not just the normal change, you go into war and your whole life is fucking flipped around. You were brainwashed to think this, and then you find out this, and then you develop a split personality. You lose your best friends. To go through puberty, then it's like, what did you expect, woman? I want you to tell me the truth someday. Blood relatives have a much better chance of inheriting memories along with one of the 9 titans. That's what the scientists say, right? If I inherit the armored titan, you'll probably live on inside of me. We'll both understand even the things that are too painful to put into words. So don't worry. I'm sure that if we work together, we can clear a path forward. For Eldia. I know. I just can't believe we've been summoned this soon. I'm still tired. Talk that way and the next class of warrior candidates are going to leave you guys in the dust. You seem motivated today, Falco. I guess. If I want to protect Gabi, I'm going to have to surpass her. If anyone's inheriting the armored titan, it's me. I'd like to see you try. I will. Ohio Poco. Isn't that like the super famous? Ohio Poco Porco. In 6 languages. Quickly, we don't have time. Ohio Poco. Oh my god, that sounds so... It went from iconic to, is this a porno? Is this a Good morning, Park. Good morning. No, thank you.
Why are you down there?
I guess it just feels more natural to me. Sorry if I scared you.
Spanish.
Buenos días, Poco.
Buenos días, Poco.
Oye, Pic, ¿qué diablos haces?
Estoy mucho más cómoda haciendo así. ¿Acaso te espanté?
Russian.
Доброе утро, Поко.
Пик, ты чего тут ползаешь?
Мне привычнее передвигаться на четвереньках. Я что, тебя напугала?
Okay, my favorite so far is Japanese and then the Russian.
Buongiorno, Poco.
Buongiorno, Poco.
Ehi, Pic, che cosa stai facendo?
Mi viene più naturale camminare in questo modo.
I feel like Italian is too fast. It is too fast.
L'ho spaventato per caso.
She is like kind of tired and slowish. So that doesn't make sense to me.
Bom dia, Poco.
Ô, Pic, o que é que você
Oh,
tá
Piki.
Desse jeito fica mais fácil pra mim. Por acaso,
Nah, Japanese is best. Ohayo, Poco.
Ohayo, Poco.
Pic, 何やってんだよ。
こっちの方がしっくりくるんだ。びっくりさせちゃった？
Bikkuri soshichutto? Of course, Russian is your second favorite. It's your mother language after all. Kappa. Yeah, I don't know. Many people have definitely. Out of all the things people thought I was, I think Russian is the most. But I think that's just because of how I speak English sometimes. But it's only my native language is Afrikaans. Thanks, Sotos. Thanks. English is like, good morning, Poco. Step bro. Look, I stuck on the floor. I'm stuck on all four. It does sound that way. Okay, let's continue. Peek, what are you doing? This feels more natural for me. Did I surprise you? Just walk normal, okay? I still can never stand how people think you're Russian. You have zero Russian accent when you speak. Yeah, I don't know. In Italian, the peak dub actress is someone I know. Wow, that's so cool. She speaks fast, but I think Italian in general is maybe just like, it's fast. But it doesn't work so well for me for her character in specific, because she seems to be a slow, tired kind of character. But no, good voice actors. Honestly, I like all of them except English. And I don't know why. It's just that I love English. English was my favorite subject in high school. It was my favorite teacher. I love English in general. I just don't like anime in English. Somehow it doesn't work. Yeah, maybe it's my, I don't know, cheeks, a round face, my nose. I'm Russian. No, I'm joking. Okay. So then they walk in here. Good morning. So we're all here. It's not every day we meet in your room, War Chief. Where are the army guys? They're not in this room. We're sharing a cup of tea, that's all. I'll get to the point. The situation is bad. Marley has emerged victorious from the resource wars of recent years, using our titans to silence any nation that would oppose us. As a result, the world's hatred of Eldians has exploded to levels only previously seen in the Imperial era. We have served Marley in order to... I think if I were to watch Lion King in Japanese, I would also hate that. Because in my mind, Disney is English. Okay, anyway, sorry, I was still thinking about that. And I think that's why with anime, I just feel like Japanese. Not English. Marley has emerged victorious from the resource wars of recent years, using our titans to silence any nation that would oppose us. As a result, the world's hatred of Eldians has exploded to levels only previously seen in the Imperial era. So the Imperial era meaning when titans were basically colonizers. Not even colonizers, it was like Nazis. Because we were told that, they did ethnic cleansing, or they tried to, and blah, blah, blah. Keep that link if we have time at the end. We were not wrong to do so, but the voices from around the world calling for the extermination of the Eldian people have grown even louder. What is more, recent battles have. The thing is, if these people didn't wear the armbands and stuff, you would barely even know that they're Eldians. So, like, why would they need to die? I mean, I'm trying to think from the perspective of the people that says, well, Eldians are never going to live in peace with the world, so it's better for them to die. Like, I think they can live in peace. There are so many. Same with Marvel movies for me. I can only watch them in Italian. Yeah, sometimes it's just about how our brain associates things. We were not wrong to do so, but the voices from around the world calling for the extermination of the Eldian people have grown even louder. What is more, recent battles have made it clearer than ever that conventional weapons will outperform Titans in future wars. In other words, it will not be long before Eldians lose our tactical value. Once we do, Marley's position of power will become untenable. With Marley weakened, the walls that separate Eldians from the world will fall, and our continued survival will become even more uncertain. So at this point, they feel like they're benefiting from being weapons for Marley. Me on the other side, I hate everything translated in Greek dub. But there might be things that you heard while growing up in Greek that now you prefer in the original language. The world already says it's meaningless to speak of human rights of Eldians. This is a threat to the existence of our race. Yes, Zeke. Of course you say that, and of course that's the only thing that you know about. Because the Marleyans also want to keep you guys scared and weak of the rest of the world. But actually, the rest of the world also has their own issues and other people that are being discriminated against. Maybe not on the same level as Eldians for obvious reasons, but I wouldn't just believe everything Zeke says, because Zeke is like one of the most brainwashed, self-hating people. Not self-hating, but like, he thinks it's better for everyone to die. So I'm not going to just trust everything that he says undoubtedly. This is a threat to the existence of our race. Oh, like you care about that, do you, fucking Zeke? Isn't there a way for us to solve this? The only way is to finish what we started. Marley must seize the founding titan and the resources of Paradis immediately. That way, Marley can attain its power while we, with our own hands, resolve the threat to the world that is Paradis. I'm traumatized after One Piece Greek dub. They named Luffy Drake, Usopp Gus, and Zoro Blackjack. But even if the plan to retake the founder succeeds, I really don't think that will be enough to overcome the world's historic and worsening hatred of the Eldians. And the reason for that is 1,700 years of that stupid king, and now the Marleyans using them as weapons. Very good, Peak. Exactly right. What's important is the story we tell. We need to prepare a script leading up to us retaking the founder. First, we need to send the world a strong reminder of just how big a threat that island poses, and every story needs a narrator. It seems the Tiber family will play that role for us. The keepers of the Warhammer Titans. So this is a very important part of the story. The fact that the Tibers themselves have crafted a narrative where they are accepted and loved by the world and supported. So if that could happen for the Tibers, we know that it can happen for others. It's just, of course it can happen for others. We don't need the Tibers to prove that the narrative can change. But the Tibers prove that the narrative can change. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't need the Tibers to prove that, but we have them. So, yeah. The Tiber family. Yes, the first family of aristocrats to oppose King Fritz in the Great Titan War a century ago. As honorary Marlians, they followed a policy of non-interference in both politics and war, but they have agreed to take action, given these fears about the future of Marley and Eldia. True, the Tiber family has never once used a Titan against an enemy state, and most of all, they'll have clout with other countries as a family who fought off King Fritz in the Great Titan War. The world will have to listen to us if we speak through the Tibers. Oh, my tummy is starting to get the cramps. Very good, Peak. Absolutely right. Again, she's smart. But the Tiber family has never done their duty to protect our country, even though they held the Warhammer Titan all this time. They've lived carefree lives in big mansions on big estates, while other Eldians were forced into internment. Isn't it a little too selfish for them to show up now and start acting like heroes? I know how you feel, but the Tiber family is concerned about our motherland as well. But if this will save our motherland of Marley, I welcome it. We warriors should work with the Tiber family and act as cornerstones in the restoration of the heroic nation of Marley. Yes, a festival will be taking place soon in Liberio. A festival? No, the festival! No! No. Willie, you should be scared of the paradis. Don't forget they have the rumbling. Be scared. I can prove it to you. But who better to prove it than Aaron, here to crush all these important people? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, that's going to change the world's mind. Such a good example to set. Lovely. Way to prove them wrong there, Aaron. Here we have a Marlian, an Eldian, a shifting titan, or one of the family of shifting titans. The world looks at them with awe and admiration. They are proof that Eldians don't have to be looked at as devils, but they themselves see their own people as devils, and they want to prove that. They want to remind the world of that. Right here, they're talking about how they want to remind the world how scary that paradis is, because probably the world has forgotten just a little bit because there's war, and right now they're just focusing on, creating weapons that can defeat the Titans in the first place. And now they just want to reshift their focus on paradis. And they want to use an Eldian for clout. And then Aaron pops up and proves him right. And I'm just, okay. I hate this part. Yeah, fucking Rohit, what you said. That's how I feel right now. Important figures and journalists from many nations will be invited, and the Tiber family will make a declaration. So now the thing is, the Tiber family will use words to convince people again, you know what you should fear? The not Eldians of Marley, no, Eldians of Paradis. Look there, here's the scary blah, blah, blah. And now those journalists, they don't have internet, so they have to go write papers and give the papers to people, and slowly the word might spread, and some people might care to look about, okay, what does this say, blah, blah, blah. But now, instead of just having words, they have everyone gets killed, slaughtered. Now that's going to be in the news. And not just, oh, remember how scary is November. No. Did you guys hear about how everyone was slaughtered by the devils from Paradis? That makes a way worse impression. God. Now I don't know. I hate this part. I love this part in terms of the story. It's brilliant writing, but it's so depressing. Paradis will be under control within a year. Okay. And the Typer family will make a declaration, blah, blah, blah. The fates of Eldians and Marley ride on this strategy. We cannot tolerate another failure. Let us once again bring our hearts and minds together for the future of Eldians and our motherland, Marley. Oh, they're listening. Galliard seems a little unhappy about it, but he's the type who always sticks to orders. If this is all he's saying in private, it shouldn't be a problem. I just wish Zeke hadn't thrown that comment in. Not in this room, huh? Before a major operation begins, there's always an ideological checkup. Just like they did back then. So I'm going to have to go back to that island. Wait, I need to go pee because I've been drinking too much water. So I'll be right back, okay? Sorry. I had to wait for toilet paper. There was nothing. I had to call Hanku. And I didn't want to drip dry. So this was me for the last 3 minutes. And I think we may have forgotten to buy toilet paper because Hanku had to kind of like find an extra roll somewhere. Ah, well. We'll go buy it tomorrow. We have, don't get me wrong, we have like 3 6-packs of milk. But for some reason, we forgot to buy toilet paper. Anyway, where were we? Ah, yes. War, genocide, eavesdropping on innocent people with who actually deserve privacy. That's where we were. Okay, so Reiner is obviously hesitant about going back to that island. Wonderful. They turned out even better than expected. And that nugget of info is on the internet forever. But that's okay. That's not too bad. It's a little bit embarrassing, like grown-ups have to be better prepared, but yeah, no, I don't mind that. I have said much worse on the internet before. Wonderful. They turned out even better than expected. The female Titan. It's an all-purpose unit capable in every area. In addition to high mobility and endurance, I mean, Franco said he pooped himself and thought that it's normal and everyone does it. Yeah, no, I've said worse. But there have been times, if we're gonna tell all, there have been times in public bathrooms. I've told you guys before, I don't sit on the toilet seat at a public bathroom. I kind of squat, and then, but it's fine because, you know, you squat low enough. It's not like something happens. Why are you hiding the female Titan booty? So I've told you guys like I squatted before, but the worst part is at least once or twice, there have been times where I do that and then there's no toilet paper in the public bathroom and then you can't call someone. So then you just kind of have to squat drip dry, which is like the worst thing ever because it's already, I'm squatting. It's already difficult to stay upright and now I have to bounce so that, you know, because there's not, see now that is, but you know, bathroom antics. Okay, so for real, the female Titan, period. It's an all-purpose unit capable in every area. In addition to high mobility and endurance, the Titan's hardening abilities combined with Leonhardt's martial ability make for an incredibly destructive force. She's also able to summon pure Titans, though her range is limited. That's why you keep tissues in your handbag. But see, I don't carry a handbag. I carry my phone and that's it. But yeah, it's definitely a good idea to carry a handbag, especially if you're a girl, right? How did we get here? Oh, come now, Cherry. We're talking about the war. Naturally, the next thing is peeing and not having toilet paper. Look, this is how I squat. when I need to pee in the public restroom. That's how. See, it's totally relevant. The Titan's hardening abilities combined with Leonhardt's martial ability make for an incredibly destructive force. She's also able to summon pure Titans, though her range is limited. As you can see, the Armored Titan is one that specializes in hardening abilities. One slam from that body should be able to destroy both walls and gates. I cannot watch Annie the same ever again. As a Titan who will act as Marley's shield and absorb attacks, well, Brown's stoic nature fits the role. Okay, excuse me, one last thing. In a manga with that guy that made those horrible poop machines, talking about bathroom stuff is not out of place. I'm just saying. Put one emergency tissue behind your phone case. Behind your phone in the phone case. You know what would be better and easier than that? I should just start carrying a handbag with a few emergency stuff. You know what I just realized? I'm like 90% sure there is like a box of tissues in one of the, not a box, you know those little packets of tissues? I'm pretty sure I could have just used that. Great. Dress up like a mummy and the suit of tissue. Yeah, every time I go to the mall, mummy dress. Never know when you need pepper spray in a public bathroom, also true. But Hanku also always waits for me at the public bathroom, so I should be okay. But yeah, you never know. Okay, guys, focus. I know we're all thinking about that guy's poop machine now, but we have to focus on the chapter. So they're talking about the female Titan and the armor Titan, and they're saying, as a Titan who will act as Marley's shield and absorb attacks, well, Brown's stoic nature fits the role. Okay, and then boom, boom, boom. The Jaw Titan is an assault unit. Its small size makes it the swiftest of all. Its powerful claws and jaws can crush just about anything. We have entrusted it to the quick-witted Marcel. So this used to be Ymir's Titan. But yeah, it looks a lot different in his hands. Because she didn't really look like the Jaw Titan. Remember, I think someone told me back when she was just introduced in the manga, they called her like the Dancer Titan or something. That's true, Mike. I'm definitely going to get a big-ass baby bag. The Beast Titan is the same as ever. It's a bit larger than the others, but that's far from all. Its pitching assault is an unprecedented, awe-inspiring weapon. But most impressive is the power hidden in its blood. The boy wonder has given us a miracle. The Car Titan, with its unusually high endurance, is well suited to long missions. Unusually high endurance. This allows us to equip it with armaments, expanding the variety of tactics at its disposal. Giving it to Peak, who shows strong judgment, is surely the right move. That mouth is hella scary. And the Colossus Titan. It is a god of destruction. It almost makes me feel sorry for those island devils. That thing is going to show up one day out of nowhere and start killing them. Yes, our new warrior unit is more powerful than it was in the past. Training them since infancy has paid off. But I have doubts about the army's decision. Entrusting the plan to retake the founder to 4 children? It doesn't seem sane to me. Oh, but those very children just now crushed an entire nation before our eyes. Beast, Cartman. You are needed at home to deter enemy nations. You will not participate in this mission. And so the plan to retake the Founder will be carried out by the Jaw, Armor, Colossus, and female Titans. Marcel, Bertolt, Annie, Reiner, we leave this to you. It doesn't make sense. You're at the bottom of the group. Why would they pick you? What did you do to get picked? Doesn't this just mean it was you at the bottom, Puck? You little... Porco, are you disobeying the army's orders? Gah! And then he walks away. Sniffling. I wanted to be chosen to be the scary monster. Sorry, Reiner. Huh? But that sorry Reiner weighs more heavy than he can currently realize. So then they get paraded through the streets with his mother sees him with tears in her eyes. He sees her. Dad. Oh, that's when he gets to meet his father. I'm right, aren't I? Mom worked in these barracks before I was born. That's where you met Mom. Where you met Karina Brown. I saw your face and thought it might be you. Look, see? Mom and I have become honorary Marlians. We're even able to walk freely outside of the wall if we ask permission. You and Mom could even live together. Are you kidding me? That woman told you to come here, didn't she? So she could get revenge on me. So she could get revenge on me. Damn it. And she forced her kid to become a warrior for all that? If they look into your origins, my family is done for. You're trying to get me hanged, aren't you? Well, I'm going to run from you as hard as I can. You and your mother, the two of you Eldian devils. Wait. Reiner, are you okay? Oh, right. It's already time to go. I know you'll be able to complete your mission, and I'm sure your father is praying for your success too. Yeah. Our chosen Eldian warriors! Save us all from those island devils! That's right. It doesn't matter if I don't have a father. I'm a chosen warrior, entrusted with the armored titan. I'll save everyone from the island devils and become a hero to the world. This is the border to heaven. Move north once the sun sets. From there, just follow the plan. The Marlian army will anchor here until on the full moon. Remember that as you carry out the plan to retake the Founder, yes, sir. Remember that as you carry out the plan to retake the Founder. Now, carry out your mission. Come back with the Founder, all of you. I guess we can't cover much ground at night, huh? Don't worry about it. It was overcast. I'm glad we didn't run into any titans. Is that little Bertolt? But is the King of the Walls really not going to use the Founding Titan, even if the walls are destroyed? Why would you bring that up now, Bertolt? Marley's research is reliable. But is the King of the Walls really not going to use the Founding Titan even if the walls are destroyed? So he's scared? Yes, there's no going back now. We're going to the wall tomorrow and... What is it? Wait. Don't tell me you're feeling hesitant to kill those island devils. Have you forgotten what they did to Marley and us? These are descendants of devils who once trampled over the world and turned it into a living hell. The world still lives in fear of them. We're here to represent that world. Chosen warriors meant to judge them for their actions. Sorry, Reiner. You see, you weren't supposed to be chosen as a warrior in the first place, but I influenced the army's decision by putting you on a pedestal and making my little brother look bad. Huh? I wanted to protect my brother. I'm sorry, Reiner. So wait, here, in the anime, I feel like I remember, it looks like Marcel was hesitating about whether, I'm sure the words were a little different, but I might be remembering wrong. But it sounded more like he was hesitant. He was not just feeling guilty about Reiner, he was feeling hesitant about whether or not this plan was right. But here it mainly seems to me like he just feels bad about the Reiner situation. What do you guys think? Hmm? Ooh, I have to log into Hoyo Lab so I can get my 20 primos. Yeah. Woohoo! Tomorrow, if I log in, I can get 3 fisherman's toast. Wow. Look at this pretty picture. Oh, that is gorgeous. The artist, or at least the person who posted it, is Kokonex. Kokonex. I'm confused. What Armen have to do with fishermen? No, sorry. It's irrelevant. No, I was just wondering about this Marcel scene. I just remember it slightly different in the anime. Which episode is this from? Dark Shadow says, I feel like I got the same impression from the anime, but yeah, I would need to rewatch to be sure. I'll check which episode was here. I actually think we can check. To go here. This is chapter what? 95. Liar. It doesn't matter if I don't have a father. Volume number, overall title, arc, anime episode, Midnight Train, The Door of Hope, From One Hand to Another. So it's one of those episodes. See, this is why it was so fun to rewatch. At this, like, while I was This is why it was fun to rewatch as I was reading. Episode 3 of season 4. I wonder if I have that part in my reaction, but I don't think so.
Hello, everyone.
Season 4. Episode 1, 2, 3.
Okay, hello.
Hey, I look
and
kind of
welcome
cute.
to my reaction to Attack on Titan, the final season, overall episode 62, but the
Okay, not there.
context of the story.
Oh, my mic was pretty bad here.
Want me to die?
Do you want me to die? Wait, where? Well, that's real touching if you want a hug. I don't know where it's so difficult. Oh, here we go.
That exists and ghosts, but must be that they are.
Okay,
And
well,
I try my
of
best
course
to
I talk a lot here, but I should have timestamps. Will the king really not use the founding titan?
What's the use asking now? Trust Marley's research?
What? He's a child. In my mind, he was still sounding like a child. But suddenly here, he sounds like a full-grown man. Yeah, my hair looked nice. I liked it too. Oh no, it skips that part. Damn it. It's already so late. I'm really curious now about that part. Okay, if I go here, attack on Titan. Dubs, no, just attack on Titan, subtitled. Season 4, episode 1, 2, 3. The Door of Hope. Wait, what was it called? The Door of Hope, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna mute it so that... What are you having second... What? Are you having second thoughts about killing the devils? Have you forgotten what they've done? Mm-hmm. Okay, so here they are riding, camping. We didn't cover much ground tonight. Can't do much about the clouds. Will the king really not use the founding titan even if we break the wall? So this could be read in so many ways. It seems to be exactly like the anime, but it's either he's feeling bad because basically they're going to attack people who they know. They seem to know here at least that they have a non retaliation clause or something. So he feels bad, like, will the king really not use the founding titan even if we break the wall? So they feel bad for attacking people who won't attack back. That's number one. This, which is more likely. The second one is they're scared, like, if we do attack, are they really gonna not attack back, or are they? Because if they are, that's scary, right, for them. But it sounds more like not fear in his voice, but rather shame or pity, or like, will the king really not use the founding titan even if we break the wall? Like, and I mainly interpreted that way because of Reiner's response. See, because it looks like they're doubting, they're all kind of like, and then because he's the most loyal one to Marley because of his mother's brainwashing, on top of Marley's brainwashing, he then is like, are you doubting it? And then he kind of like hypes them up, But Marcel says, you know what? You weren't even supposed to fucking be here. You know, and he's feeling guilty for that. So, oh, good night, Cherry. See you soon. Have a good Sunday. So yeah, quite interesting, this scene. Because I remember when I watched the scene back then, it was so clear to me. I guess it was because of the tone of his voice and stuff. But now in the manga, I was kind of like hesitating. Is that really how it should be interpreted? Interesting. Okay, let's continue. Don't tell me you're feeling hesitant to kill those devils. Have you forgotten what they did to Marley and us? Blah, blah, blah. I already read this. Sorry, Reiner. You weren't even supposed to be chosen as a warrior in the first place, but I influenced the army's decision by putting you on a pedestal and making my little brother look bad. I wanted to protect my brother. I'm sorry. The Marley plan was to attack the walls to bait the king and capture his power of Titan, I think. Blah, blah, blah. My favorite part of the chapter. No, but I already read that part. Why are you apologizing? I'm a chosen warrior, entrusted with the armored Titan. And then Ymir rises from the ground, her sleeping slumber. So she already had her Titan form, and then she ate the other Titan, and she kind of kept her form with just a little adjustments, I think. Okay, so but anyway, Reiner is there and almost eaten by Ymir, but then Marcel pushes him out of the way and is eaten himself. I'm going to punish the island devils and become the hero who saves everyone. So there we go. That is 95 chapters done and dusted. Emir be like, I smell chicken nuggets. Oh my god. 93 to 95 done. I will be reading 96 to 98 on the 31st of January. That is on a Tuesday. And tomorrow, that means tomorrow is the last stream of the month. We're going to be doing the One Piece timer reaction, Gintama, and the Lantern Rite. Oh, and if we have time, hopefully, I'll probably prioritize that before the Lantern Rite, but question of the week discussion. So if you haven't answered that, please feel free to do that. Lion King Hakuna Matata. Nani? Matata sa. Nanda. Ai no messei. Why is everything better in Japanese? Mizu ni ikiru koto sa. Ore tachi no kono shushigi. Hakuna Matata. Oh, cute. He's so cute. Hakuna Matata. See, Japanese people, it is a special talent that they have to be able to just be amazing voice actors. It's a Japanese thing, I feel. Doesn't matter what they do. In Italian, it's actually good too. Maybe it's just this song. This song is amazing in all languages. Here's the French version of Hakuna Matata. Oh. Quoi?
Matata. Ça veut dire pas de soucis.
Hakuna Matata. Mais quelle phrase magnifique!
Hakuna Matata. Quel son fantastique.
C'est bon, signifie.
Nah, Japanese is better. This is fine, and the French sounds cool, but it doesn't work with the song. Horror. Prince Ali, Ali Abi, Ali Ababa. I love fucking Disney. Disney used to be so fantastic. Now it's like every other Disney movie is fine, or good. I mean, I recently watched the one with the house, and that was very good. So it's not like all Disney movies suck these days, but they're definitely not as great as they used to be. Every single one used to be a banger. And now it's like 2 misses, 1 hit. But I think the thing is, they do a lot more now. So it's like they used to, this is just my guess, it used to be like they put out the movies and they did amazing. Now it's like they try and do everything. And they're just, I saw, what is this fucking Chip and Dale movie on Disney Plus? I mean, these are Chip and Dale strippers. What is that doing on Disney Plus? Am I missing something? Many Disney movies have houses. No, the recent one, the most recent one, the one I forgot. They also went away from animated movies and went to CGI. The one with the girl and what's it called? Enchanted? Is it Enchanted? No. Not them. I saw some. Oh, it's Hulu. Oh, thank God. I could have sworn I saw it on Instagram advertised by Disney, but no, it's Hulu. I'm pretty sure I commented on that post and I feel silly. Oopsies. Chippendales. I miss protagonist versus villain stories in Disney movies. Like Scar. I wish there was a way for me to see my comments, because I don't comment a lot, but when I saw that, and I thought it was Disney. Chip and Dale, Disney Plus. See, welcome to Chippendales, Disney Australia and New Zealand. See, it is being advertised on an official Disney channel. And I'm 100% sure I saw this being advertised on Instagram by Disney Plus. And I thought to myself, this is fucking weird. See, Disney Australia and New Zealand, 20th Century Studios Canada, and Hulu. So maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Oh, Hulu is owned by Disney, and a lot of countries don't have Hulu, so they put movies on Disney Plus. But why? See, that's the thing. That's what I was trying to say. They've branched out too much. They used to know what they want to do. This is what we do. Amazing children movies. Fucking Lion King, Little Mermaid, Princess and the Frog, Frozen. And now it's like, what are you anymore? It's like they're, I don't know. I just read one of the worst things I've ever read in my entire life. Hi, Adam. Anyway, not relevant. Why do we see? I can understand how we got to talking about peeing. How did we start talking about Chippendales? I don't know. Okay, wait, we just read 95. It means no worries for the rest of your... Get off Twitter! I wasn't on Twitter. I was on Instagram. On YouTube. No, I was on YouTube talking about something I saw on Instagram. I meant couple. Oh, I kind of just assumed. I guess. Because of Lion King. But how do we get to Lion King? Oh, because earlier we were talking about translations. And then I said, let's wait until the end before I watch that. Aha! Okay. Train of thought followed. Philosophy. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm going to end both the video and the stream here. I will see you probably at 5:30 tomorrow, but if worse comes to worse, maybe 6 p.m. Thanks again for another fun stream. I hope you get a chance to exercise and hope you enjoy your Sunday. I don't know if I'll exercise on a Sunday, but I might go for a walk on the beach in the sand. Because today was nice, but it was so short. So I'd like to actually, maybe if I can go for a further walk, that's good exercise. Plus, if I walk in a bikini, I can tan. Thanks for the amazing time today. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's my day off and I will laugh a lot with you like always. Yay! One Piece, Gintama, and the question of the week, Lantern Right. Bye, Mike. Short is nice. I bet I had an amazing personality. Oh, it had, yes. Walking on beach because it takes more effect than walking on solid ground. Yes, exactly, because of the sand. It's like, It's like going to the gym and using one of those machines. One day being late and suddenly the whole weekend schedule is delayed. Yeah, but it's because I went to bed last night. I stopped the stream at 2. I went to bed at 3. So it does kind of push everything around a bit. But I'm finishing at 1 today. So I should be asleep by 2 or in bed by 2. So yesterday I wasn't as late. Yesterday I was like 20 minutes late. Today I was 30 minutes late. Maybe tomorrow? No, I'm going to be no more than 30 minutes late tomorrow. Should I go green to be a real mod? Yes. No. Too many greens. Thanks, Rohit. Thanks, Modru, Adam, Sotos, Mike, Dark Shadow, Sal. I really enjoyed the manga read along. I think I'm gonna go make myself a little bit of a hot water bottle or something. My tummy is still getting cramps. And then I'm gonna brush my teeth and jump into bed. I'll see you guys. Thank you for a fun stream. Looking forward to another one tomorrow. Hope you sleep well and have a nice Sunday with hopefully no gecko rescues needed. Yeah, me too. Oyasumi. Spend time relaxing tomorrow. And see you in the evening. Bye.